Focus here. Okay. Hello. Welcome to Haggan Productions. I'm Xavier. So we're just gonna do a quick live. It's an update. As you can see, I got two painted turtles, Western. Um, and then I keep tiger barbs in this bottom one. It's a 40-gallon breeder. And then I got African cichlids and rainbow sharks in the 55-gallon. Um, I don't usually feed everyone in the tank, but I'm gonna do that. Show you guys what I do when I do. I usually feed them in like a 20-gallon. It's over there, and also have a spare in case something happens to that one. Um, yeah, we've actually been working very hard the last 6 months to make this possible, where we have fish and turtle, no going after fish, no killing. So here comes love now, actually. But we're actually going to throw some food in. I'm going to feed the turtle first. The fish usually eat what the turtle doesn't, and vice versa. So, pretty cool. Okay, the turtle food that I've been using for a while now is called Aquatic Turtle Food by Zoomed. It's a maintenance formula. Down here at the bottom is Donatello. And up here at the top is Leo or Leonardo. The fish do like to go after the food for for the turtles, but you guys will see. It's pretty cool. I had to get semi-aggressive fish in order to keep with these type of turtles. Or if you were like, if you had a red ear slider, these type of fish would be good for tank mates. I don't even know if he ate all his, but yeah, I just kind of. I've got a red tail in the bottom tank too. Yeah, you see, they'll eat even the turtle food. It's ridiculous. I didn't see that happening much unless I feed them in the tank. I don't like to feed them in the tank, but since I got fish, it's kind of pointless. I feed the fish. And that's been what I've been doing the last 6 months, actually. Feeding them in their tanks. Not been happy with it, but it is what it is. Okay, next I will feed the fish. The cichlids get what I bought at Petco. Emerald entree, whatever you want to call it. But it's like more of the omnivore formula because they don't just eat like bloodworms, even though sometimes I do feed them that. And I feed them brine shrimp every now and then. The bloodworms are mostly the tiger barbs, and brine shrimp are mostly this one. These guys get this and some pellet formula. The pellet formula I did only the first like 3 to 4 months. And if like I see any of them like getting lethargic or anything like that, I'll probably pull one out and start feeding the formula again, because now I feel like they're kind of fully established. I can feed them pretty much whatever. So with me feeding the turtle and the fish, I kind of have to make sure turtle's got something to keep him occupied while the fish are eating too. Only I'm fighting the current that's in the tank. No, it's getting in trouble. Usually I dissolve this frozen food in a dish, but since we're doing a live, I don't really mind. I've got 2 heaters in the tank, one in this corner, one in the middle, and then one in the back corner. So I'm sure the water's gonna get it to where it'll come out. I see if I can name them all because I remember most of their names. We did have one fish ultimately be eaten, and from what it looks like, it was Phil, because Lillian is the lighter tone, Jack is the darker stripes. This is Jill with the lighter tone. Um, Hulk is back here. He's got more of the green and the bars. This is Bumblebee. And then I got 2 rainbow sharks in here. Sparky is the smallest, and the big one's Bruce. I'm fine with naming all the fish because it's been, what, 5, 6 months. They're kind of established now, and you see a little bit of aggression here. But having a turtle in the tank actually helps the aggression get spread out. So like some huddle up and chill over here, some stay close to the coral reef and just do their thing. I already gave you food, dude. He's a glutton when it's feeding time. That thing of food disappeared somewhere, but that's okay. I also have some snails in here too, ram's horn and nerit. They don't show themselves very often, so mm, we'll have to throw some of the other food. It just disappeared. Down below, we do frozen bloodworms. The best and most simple one I can really afford to get. And I do too because I have a turtle in there. If he eats some of it, it's okay. Yeah, they're gonna go after it. Just show. Leo's very enthusiastic about food, even when he's full. So you'll see him pop his head. My guy right here, Leonardo. He'll usually hiss at me when I pick him up. Sometimes he don't like to be picked up, but he's a big turtle. Western because he's got that orange. I'd say he's about 4 to 5 inches. He's grown a little bit since I've had him. Right, Love? He's grown quite a bit. He wasn't this big when I first got him. He was really small. Not the size of a quarter though. More like a, I would say like a little sauce tray. You'll see the turtle goes after the bloodworms too. He don't care. Yeah, I'll just pick him up if I need to feed more food to the fish. Well, I'm gonna switch over and show you guys the snapping turtle in the 75. I don't have any fish in there, but I do have snails in there. I honestly don't know how, except for maybe water changes or something, which I probably need to be better about rinsing out the buckets and doing all that stuff after you're done. So that's probably how I got snails in that tank, which wasn't the original plan. The plan was just to keep fish, snails in these two tanks. If I get snails in there, which they're really small, I don't think he's. Actually, I found a snail on his actual shell, like on the top of his shell, which I thought that was cool because he didn't mind. But these are Western painted turtles. These turtles are like found in the Midwest, so like Iowa, um, Nebraska. I think even as far as Colorado, because they're cold tolerant. Broski for like two more seconds, bro. Yeah, I just monitor before I decide to put more food in. If like the food's gone, if they've already decided to just finish it off, kill it off, I'll throw just a little more. A lot of these are not that big, so it's gonna be nice having them in this tank because they could just grow out in this tank. And then when they get big, we're gonna move the snapping turtle into an outside pond and move the cichlids and the rainbow shark into the 75. All right, bro, you're good. I don't feed them too much, but with the turtle, you kind of have to remember he's gonna eat what's in there too. I don't have any female turtles, so next I'm gonna throw in some brine shrimp. That's for the tiger barbs. I just throw two. I might just do one just to see how fast it kind of dissipates. I'm not gonna do a water change today. I'll probably do a water change on Sunday or something like that. be like a halvesies on this bottom one because I didn't touch it at all. I just added water. I don't like doing water changes on the bottom one because it's kind of awkward. But I have something that drains it, and I could put in new water. There's only a few real plants in here. A lot of these are fake. The saddest part is that um, my turtle is just eating and destroying all the plants, so it's kind of hard to keep plants. This red tail looks really nice. I'm actually very impressed with the fact that it came from Petco. Actually, it came from PetSmart, and there's no like breaks in the fins, nothing. This red tail even has the white tips, like it's very prominent, which I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, now I just put the turtles back in. They know there's a bunch of food and they're going after it. They're gonna find it. They'll take care of it. I have no problems throwing food in here at all. I don't know why I was so scared before, but I also didn't have um, some cleanup crews like snails, and some of the fish do eat good even when I just throw food for the turtle. There's Bruce. That's a big boy. I think he's reaching about he's about maybe 3.5 inches. Yeah. Fish are doing good. We've had altogether the fish for about 6 months. The turtles I've had for about 8, 9 years going on. Uh, Leo was a gift from a friend. They couldn't keep him. I had room. This is when we had a community tank with mind you, now these are all juveniles, but it was a snapping turtle, common snapping turtle, 3 Western painted turtles, and it was a community tank. That 75. We've had that probably the longest, or no wait, the 20 gallon that I use for feeding because I used to just take the turtle out and feed him in a tank. I used to do that for a long time to keep the water from getting too foul. Not having to do water changes as much, even though it's a turtle, you're gonna have to do water changes. It's more or less just how often are you doing it. My schedule, if I'm gonna be honest, since I've gotten fish, it's been like every 3 weeks, almost a month. I'll do a water change, but it'll be like almost to here with the turtle out. Fish still stay pretty much in there, and then we gradually raise the water with treated conditioner, of course. But and these are African cichlids, so the water needed to be warm. And since my turtle, he's a cold tolerant turtle, but he likes it warm as well. I've learned that about him. So this was a good fit. This was a good match. Uh, it took a while to get adjusted to having fish. So I've had turtles for 8, 9 years, like I said, but fish. I think I made that mistake of getting like minnows one time and like a crap ton of minnows, and I had all the turtles in one tank. That one right there. No, I'm talking about it was mayhem. Like just turtles eating fish nonstop the whole time, and it was like, dang, what am I doing wrong? Like, are these fish seem fine? They seem healthy. It's unbelievable. But I didn't think about what's the right kind of fish that would be able to stay there and get away from, still be able to eat. I mean, a lot of people on YouTube have done lots of stuff on how to keep turtles and fish together. So really, YouTube's the place to go if you want to learn. If you want to find something that's suitable for your turtle, so maybe it's like a musk turtle or a mud turtle. But these painted turtles are little aggressive, a little needy. So if you're wanting a turtle that you need to like keep full attention, sometimes like there's some fine detail things on these tanks I should have already done that I haven't done, and like I've got this net situation going on here with the top. That's just because I ran out. I didn't have a full top when I started. This was a half top, and then I cut it to kind of like adjust to this out of the tank thing that I got going on. This is something someone bought for me, and I just was trying to make it work. I already had the tank set up when they got it to me, so it was assembling it in the water almost. It was not fun, but we got her done. We got her done. Uh, Donnie loves it. What we're doing now is we're needing to get a full 40-gallon breeder top and customize a cut to fit the whole thing. Customize this cut so it'd be like maybe 5 inches, 5 and a quarter to fit all this. And then this top tank, we're gonna replace the top as well. And then we're gonna figure out a top for this 75-gallon because once they get big enough, we're gonna be putting, if the snapping turtle is outside, we can do it to where we can have community tank again. Given the fact that these are two males, maybe they're not. I try to put them together. I've always ended up having somehow separate them too. So that's why this is a thing. But I do believe, this is just my opinion, I do believe they could mellow out when they get much older and be able to be in the same tank or be in the same place. I'm thinking maybe it'll be a pond, you know, but that's years down the road. You leaving? You don't have. You can walk around it. You can go in front of it. It's not a big deal. No. Okay, so let's see here. Bloodworms are down here. Turtle's doing his thing. He's gonna make his way towards this. I'm thinking the red tails also. Sometimes I feel like they're the two that really be cleaning up everything. Yeah, I really do enjoy having uh, cichlids, and I do enjoy having tiger barbs and red tail. All the fish that I got, they're pretty fun to watch. All right, guys, we're switching over, and I'll show you guys my snapping turtle, and then I'm gonna call it. Now just be mindful that this tank, it's always in shambles because I have something that's not really supposed to live in a tank, and we're making plans to change that. But without further ado, Raphael. Ralphie. He is the star of my show. I feel like I found him so long ago, but he's been with us for 8 hours. Feels like I don't even want to know how many snails in this tank. And it was unintentional, completely unintentional. But it's awesome, it's cool. I have 3 filters in this tank, but none of them are really working like they're supposed to because I have a mini monster living in this. So we're going to switch it up and get him something outside, more space. I'm thinking 350 gallon. One of those outdoor 350 gallon tubs to turn into a pond with like a little basking spot in the middle for natural sunlight and all that good stuff. Man, last time I seen a bunch of snails on this log. It was weird. I was like, yikes. Look. Let me see, where's my camera? I don't know if you can see. There's so many little ones. I was so shocked. And they're just enjoying life. Eating up all this nastiness. Growing. I'm like, good deal. The snail that was on his shell, that's gone. I was there yesterday though. Raphael, he's a common snapping turtle. This boy, big old fine. Yeah, his tank I'm gonna need to do the most work on if I'm going to move fish into, but that's probably gonna be the end goal, is moving him out to his own spot, and then moving whichever fish are growing. Good job, front and center. I like it. Any of these guys to go in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the tiger barbs. I'm thinking of maybe adding to the tiger barbs. More tiger barbs, obviously. But I'm thinking of green. I'm thinking green for down below. Green and regular tiger barbs with the red tail shark. He still hasn't found that, he hasn't found the bloodline. He's searching, he's looking. He rearranges all the fake plants, so I kind of just make it that way so then he doesn't dig up all the real plants. But he still does whatever he wants. It's his tank. This guy's a monster. Leo is a monster. This tank is a little cloudy, but I'm just, once I get all the food expunged, everybody's eating, everybody's good, I usually wait the next day and then I do a water change. But when I do the water change, I'll take the turtle out and then I'll actually feed them that way. So I'm not going to keep throwing food in when I'm trying to kind of lighten up the quality. It's really not hard to keep turtles and fish. It's just getting the right fish. And then, of course, making sure your turtle is fed well so he's not thinking that this is food all the time. You gotta be fed well. You can't just be starving your turtle. You didn't think that he's not gonna eat some fish. He's a little, he's a little monster. He's my, he's my favorite though. All right, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to show a little bit of the animals and stuff. Show you a feeding. We don't usually feed them in the tanks, but we have been doing that for the last 5-6 months. And it's only because I'm trying to get more of like them on all on the same feeding schedule. So, and I think that's probably what we're going to be doing going forward is feeding in the tank. So I might repurpose the 20-gallon that I do have as an all-time quarantine tank in case we do have any fish that are getting sick, or if we decide to get more fish to add to the tanks. But I just want to say thank you for watching. I know this obviously is going to have more views after the fact, but if you did like some of the stuff that you've seen, please hit the subscribe, hit the like, leave a comment if you want, and just keep tuning in because we're going to keep doing this. Last time I did this, it was live for like over an hour, I think. But trying to keep it under 40, so I want to go ahead and let you guys off. Thank you again for watching. With all that watch on YouTube, I appreciate all the support. Haggan Productions by Xavier, man. We're just gonna keep on rolling. All right.